Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. Not a political poll, especially today. It's a spiritual poll. A group of us come together every Sunday to raise the vibration of the planet by thinking positive thoughts, by staying in the light, in the love. So today what I wanted to look at, it's Christmas. For many people, it is a joyous occasion. For many people, it is a very sad occasion. No matter what you believe in, no matter what faith you have, whether it's just a spiritual sense or it's a religious sense, this is a time to celebrate. Solstice has just happened, and so we are now going to longer days, but this is a day in the Northern Hemisphere. This is the time where we actually get to reflect on what we did and where we are going. And in the Southern Hemisphere, they're busy. They're working. They're not even looking back. They're on the way. Pretty soon that'll all switch and they'll take a breather. So I wanted to look at, when I was thinking about this, I heard the word 12. And I got 12 pillars of light. And I went, what is that? Is that like the 12 apostles? Is that what I'm referring to? Well, there's also the 12 pillars of depression. And I went, that's really not where I want to go. However, there's a lot of people that are dealing with depression at this time. How do we celebrate this season when we're missing a loved one? It's hard. It's tough. So when I looked it up, I also got a website that was talking about the 12 guardians, which refer to reconnecting the 4 pillars of man, and they were talking about Easter Island, and a planetary grid that supports the ascension process. And I went, oh my gosh, that hurts my head just even saying it and thinking about it. I'm going to pull some cards. I don't think we need to make it so difficult. Even though you look at the spread, it looks kind of difficult. Here's what I got. The surrounding messages, and this is the Creator's message for us to ascend, for us that maybe the challenge or the additional information. So let's just see what we have. Perfect card. Beloved. And when I look at this card and I see the hands cupping the heart, how tenderly are we treating ourselves in this time? Are we beating ourselves up for what we could have done, should have done, would have done? Or are we treating ourselves, our own heart space, with loving hands? And it's being clarified by spring. See your seeds grow. I'm just going to do that. I don't want to cover up that heart space. And there's an orb floating up over the heart space. So during this time, as we are in this solstice and we're feeling this massive change coming up for our planet, for our ascension process. And I feel like we're at the beginning of it. We are the witnesses of it. So treat ourselves with loving hands. One of the pillars, joy. Stay in joy. How often do we walk around and we're all grumpy? Okay, well, how often do I walk around and I'm all grumpy? I can choose joy versus grump. And so I'm going to choose joy. No grump, joy. Ooh, double. And I'm just going in any direction. We'll kind of pull this together. Wheel of Fortune. Everything is interconnected. So when I stay in grump, it's gonna change all this. If I stay in depression, it's gonna stay in all this. Now I know that you can't flip a switch on depression. I get that. But we have to somehow find the joy, treat ourselves with loving hands, and know that everything is interconnected. And this Wheel of Fortune, we are in the fortunate place. Things are spinning, things are turning. The bonus card for that is Mother of Roots. Her babies are still underground. It's still night, but they will come up. They will see the light of day. We're just in a quiet time right now. My contact cards. This is the crop circle card, and it's the crucifix. Interesting that I get this on today with the birth of Jesus that is celebrated in the Christian community. And I get the crucifix, and it's a stop card. And when I pull it, I go, stop. It doesn't need to be so difficult. It doesn't need to be so big. When I looked at the 12 pillars and I went into what they were saying about the 4 pillars of man grid, the planetary grid network, the ascension pillars, the aurora pillars, I'm like, oh, it hurts my head. It doesn't need to be that difficult. If you just treat yourself with love and joy, watch your seeds grow. Everything's interconnected. Stop making it so difficult. I think that's what it's saying. And your interpretation of these cards is hugely important for where you are in this time. Let's just have a little faith. And a little purple. A lot of purple. And you see everything, this beaded bracelet type thing, it's all interconnected, Let's go back over here. Hunger. Well, certainly if we're talking about the ascension and raising our vibration, there is a hunger for that. But it shouldn't be a starvation mode, is what I just heard. It should be just the drive. It should not have a negative aspect to it. And on my new deck, I've got the Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords. This is in the man column. This is in the spiritual realm, and this is the blending. That's kind of the way I imagined it, but whatever. This Knight of Swords is very impetuous, is a strong-willed, moves fast, is smart, but needs to be reined in a little bit. So maybe we need to be reined in just a little bit. The Eight of Wands. Things moving in very fast. Breath work. This breath work is so important. When we get into like maybe a negative space, this breath work can snap us out of it. This breath work snaps us up into faith, into joy. Tells us to settle down a little bit. If we let the breath get out of control without spending the time doing the work to control it, we'll be a little too flighty, too harsh. So this bottom row is us, is earthly things. And what did I get? Mother Earth. One left, and then we put all this together. Oh my. Saving humanity. The past. Sirius. It's a past time stream card, saving humanity. Next to the crucifix, on the 25th of December, the day that many celebrate the birth of Christ, the Christ consciousness, the faith, having hunger for an ascension process. And if we drop into earthly functions, earthly cards, we have two cards that are flying in fast: the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, moving in really, really fast. We have Mother Earth, and everything is connected with the Wheel of Fortune. Things are spinning. Things are moving. We are being protected for right now. But just wait. Because when we get up and blend these two together with a little bit of breath work and meditation, is how we get into this space with joy, hanging on to our hearts. And we are at a springtime of our ascension process. But it's coming fast, and it's interconnected with what we think about. And we have to have faith that it is coming. All right. Very, very cool reading. Thank you, guides and angels and pillars of light. Hope you guys all have a beautiful holiday season. Peace and love.